Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. I'm happy to have y'all back for another new release Wednesday haul. And I have to say, I spent more than what I was supposed to spend. I know for the past couple of weeks I've been really good with my budget, and I've been buying less new stuff and more back issues. But today I wound up going to my favorite place of all, Third Eye Comics. I love that place. I have to say I love that place because every time I go there, I always find a high grade key issue that I want, and they always work with me on the price. And I like it because every time I go there, they always have key books, still for regular cover price that are hot, and you would think that they will already be sold out everywhere. And 9 times out of 10, they usually are sold out. But at Third Eye Comics, they have so many people that come through there that I know their subscription box is probably crazy. So I know every now and then you'll have that one person that doesn't show up for a long time, and so they take their subscriber box and put whatever's in there, they put it back on the shelf, and they don't even bother to, like, if they know it's a hot book, they're not going to take it out and then reprice it for a higher price. They will actually just put it back out with the rest of the books. So that's what I love about Third Eye. They are awesome like that. So I wound up finding books that are super hot, and I wound up getting them for cover price. So before we begin the haul, though, I just want to say thank you to my over 1,800 subscribers. Thank you so much, you guys. Man, I just love you guys for constantly looking at my videos and supporting. Definitely, I on average I get at least 800 to 900 views out of my 1,800 subscribers off of each video. So I definitely thank you guys, and also want to thank y'all for not skipping the skippable ads. My skippable not skipping the ad crew. You know who you guys are, and I thank you all the time for not skipping the ads. And if you're new to my channel, I ask you not to skip the skippable ads, because when you skip the ad, I don't get the ad revenue. And since I'm such a small channel, every ad counts. So thank you. And so we're going to begin this haul. And I have to say, you guys, like I said, I overspent. So let me show you first how much I spent on the stuff. It was $75.11. Now, like I said, I've been pretty good with my budget, but this week I went overboard, and that's not even a key Grail book that I bought. I'm gonna show you the price of that one in a minute after I show you this. So yeah, I got me a key, and I was happy to get that key. In fact, it's a key Grail book that I had before in my other collection, but I'm happy to get it again. And not only that, it's a high grade. It's high grade, so I'm loving it. All right, so let's start this haul off first with, of course, the preview book with Carnage, Marvel previews. And then I got Marvel Comics 1000 in the back. And that's an awesome Alex Ross cover, man. Look at that. That is awesome, man. I'm loving Thanos right there with the gauntlet. Man, look at that. I'm definitely going to have to get this book just for the cover, because Alex Ross killed it with this cover. It's awesome. And Absolute Carnage #1. It's going to be interesting to see Absolute Carnage #1, how they do the storyline and everything. But yeah, you guys, can't wait to read this and find out what's... Oh, let me see. There goes Noel right there. Off the break. As soon as I open it, there goes Noel. Now, I'm going to say Noel has definitely... Ooh, nice. I wonder... They're really showing pages of the book. The Absolute Carnage. Oh, man, they got a couple of pages in here. Okay, so they got about four pages of Absolute Carnage in the preview book. All right. It's going to be interesting. Now, I know Noel's first appearance has cooled down, but that's only because he's not in the books right now, because he's back, back where he belongs, and he's still a prisoner. So yeah, but once he shows up again, expect his first appearance to be hot again. So, and then I got the other free Marvel previews: Amazing Spider-Man free preview. So I grabbed one of those. Now I didn't even bother looking through this. But I have to say, I do want this Black Cat #1. I do want that J. Scott Campbell cover. Definitely gotta get that. Definitely want that. Looks great. But yeah. Yep. So grab that. Alright, so now the stuff I bought, you guys. And I'm doing this video in my car because I just want to get this haul out the way. I know normally I do it in a better setting and I don't have to hold the books in my hand. But I just wanted to get this out the way because I don't know if I'm going to have time later. So I just want to show it off real quick. Alright, so the first new book that I got was the Wailing Blade, issue #1. And I got the gold one, the gold variant. I mean the gold, it's not even a variant, just the gold one instead of the silver one. Because I like the gold better. And I have to say, I actually flipped through this book and I really am digging the inside art. And I'm digging this character. This character with this big blade. I'm digging it. So it's by Comics Tribe. I guess that's the name of the label. So it's an independent book. And they had the silver one also. But I just was like, I'll get the gold. I just grabbed one. Hopefully it's not my mistake that I only grabbed one when I should have grabbed two. But I already, $70-something was already enough money that I spent. Alright, so and then I got Killer Grooves from Aftershock Comics, issue #1. And what made me want to get this one also is just the concept of this book. And also because when I flipped through the book, I was liking what I was seeing, definitely. So this might be a sleeper hit right here. So I definitely grabbed it. They had the variant cover, but I didn't like the cover. I like this cover better. So definitely am feeling this book right here. All right. So, all right, you guys. Now this is what I'm talking about when I say that they be having books. Obviously a subscriber must have asked for this book and they didn't come get their book, so they put it back. And when you know what, last time I was there, I actually was looking for this book. I already have this book. In fact, I have 2 copies of this book already. When it first came out, I had bought 2 copies. Didn't know it was gonna be hot. I got it because it was supposed to be the first full appearance of oh damn, what was the name of that guy? But the first full appearance of this like god, this god being that Deadpool and Spider-Man were fighting. And so I definitely grabbed it for that, and not realizing this book will wind up being hot. And so ever since it got hot and it's been going for over $45, I've been looking for more copies. And last time I was at Third Eye Comics, I looked for it and I didn't see it. So today, I don't know what possessed me to say, just look again. Let's see if maybe it's there. And when I looked, it was 2 copies. So it's Spider-Man Deadpool number 47, you guys. So as you know, this is supposed to be the first Major X, or it's supposed to be before his issue #1. So I know this book got a lot of controversy to it. And there's the second copy. So I just couldn't believe that it was there. I was like, oh. And it was 2 copies, and they both in mint condition. Nothing wrong with them. I was just like, and then not only that, I was just so like, hold up. You know, it made me like say, did they make a second printing? And I know they didn't. I don't think they did. But I had to check to see if the one was there just to make sure. And I even looked on the inside just to make sure, because I was like, man, how lucky can you get when you find 2 of them, you know, still sitting there in near mint condition, especially at Third Eye Comics. It's so humongous, so many people coming in and out. I'm surprised nobody else looked for it, especially a $45 book. So, I mean, cover price, can't beat it. So very happy about that. All right, this is another book I missed out on, and I know it's a first appearance, and I just said, let me see if they have it. And they had 1 copy for cover price, so I actually got 1 copy now. So it's The Silencer number 15. First appearance of Smoke. So I know at one point this book was hot too, so I don't know if it's hot right now, but hey, to get a near mint copy for cover price, and I missed out the first time, it's an awesome thing. Now, this other book on the other side is a book that I actually got for cover price at the other comic book shop that I usually go to, and I was surprised to find that copy, especially when I know this book was going for $15 to $25 at the time. So I found that book about maybe 3 weeks ago. So when some told me to look at Third Eye Comics just to look to see if they had a copy, and sure enough, they had one copy left in near mint condition, perfect. No spine ticks, no nothing. So got me a second copy for cover price. It's West Coast Avengers #9, and it's the first appearance of. I always forget the name. Oh man! But this is a first appearance in this book. But I always forget the name. And the name be in my head, and I just forget. I don't know how I be forgetting. I just be forgetting. But definitely a hot book, you guys. So happy to get that. All right. Then this book right here, I thought I missed out on this last week. So I went to go see if they had any copies. And when I went to go look, they didn't have any. But then, as I steady was going across the wall, looking through other stuff, when I got to the end of the wall, it just so happened they had more of this title in a different section. So I was just like, man, this can't be. Why do they have it in two separate sections? But I'm not complaining, because let me tell you, I was like, well, let me check to see if they have the book. So I checked in that section and found one copy. So thankfully, I found this book. I know this book right now is going for either $10 to $15. And it just came out last Wednesday. So it's Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 6. And this is her first full appearance. I know issue number 5 is her cameo. She's on the last page. Now, they had issue number 5 there. They had multiple copies of number 5. And a lot of people aren't gunning for number 5. They're gunning for this one. So, and I don't know. I think I might already have number 5. I'm not 100% sure. I buy so much stuff. I kind of forget some of the stuff I get. But I was going to pick up another 5 and if I didn't have it. But then I was just like, since they had enough copies there and everyone's gunning for this one and not the cameo, I was like, I know I probably have time another day to pick it up somewhere else, or if they still have it there, to pick it up from there. Excuse me, y'all, I have hiccups. Oh, man. All right, now, this was another example of you should look more than once. Now, last time I was there, they had John Wick #1, but issue #1 was all second prints. So I like really looked too. I was like, oh, and I couldn't find the first print. And the first print has mass variants also, but I just couldn't find any of the first print. So today, I don't know what possessed me to do it again. I was just like, let me check to see. And when I checked, I actually found one of the regular cover, but it had a lot of spine ticks of the first print, issue #1. But then they had a variant. They had 3 of the variants. They had one which was who was it? Oh gosh, whose variant was that? Well, while I'm thinking about it, I know one of the variants was a photo variant with John Wick with the gun like this. It was basically a movie photo variant. Now that one I was gonna pick up, but then I was like, it had one little tick, so I was just like, nah, I'll put it back. And then the other one, the other variant was, who is it? But that variant, I really wanted that variant. But that one had like 2 spine ticks, and they were kind of small, but I was just like, and I know how I am. It's gonna eat me alive to have bought it with the spine ticks, especially when it comes to a modern comic. I just hate doing that. And not only that, that book, when I looked online to see for that variant right now only goes between $15 to $20, so it's not that much money. So I was just like, I'll just wait. But then I found this one. Now this one right here is perfect. Like, I was just like, oh. And then when I looked this one up, this one is actually the one that goes for the most money. So right now this variant goes for $25 and up. It doesn't go no cheaper than that, and it's a pretty cool cover. And it's the D cover, cover D. So it's John Wick #1, cover D. Like I said, this book goes for over $25 right now. I'm trying to get the glare out. Ugh, hate the glare, but yeah, very happy about that. So got John Wick's first appearance in comics. So, and got the most expensive one out of all of them for cover price. All right. Now, I thought I missed out on this too. I actually met this guy at the Baltimore Comic Con, the artist that did this cover and has a lot to do with this book. I met him at Baltimore Comic Con, and when I met him, man, I was blown away by his artwork that he had all displayed and the stuff he was selling. And I just was like, man, what? I asked him, like, have you done any work for DC or Marvel? He was like, no, I haven't worked for the big companies yet, but I've worked for the independent companies. And I'm like, so, I mean, that's crazy. You should definitely be doing Marvel and DC. And he's just like, I'm not. He basically gave me the impression that he really didn't want to work for them, or something's going on over there that maybe they rubbed him the wrong way or something. I don't know. Damn, this guy was real close to hitting me real quick. But anyways, so yeah, you guys, I have to say, I was really impressed with his artwork. In fact, I was gonna buy some of his stuff, but I had already maxed out my money. So when I heard they was actually coming out with this character, because he had this character already drawn up on some of the stuff that he had at Baltimore Comic Con last year. So when I saw that this was coming out, I missed out on the first print. But today, when I was looking, just so happened they had the second print, and they had 3 different covers for the second print. And out of all of them, this is the one that I know is the one that is the retail incentive cover. So I grabbed the retail incentive cover and very happy. Now I will say I'm not happy about this cover price, which is ridiculous, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's a White Widow #1, and it's the retail incentive second printing. The cover price is $9.99. Can you believe that? $9.99. That's crazy. Now so I bought 2 copies. I bought both. They had 3 copies, and the other one had spine ticks. So I took the 2 that didn't have no spine ticks. And right now, this book is between the $25 to $30 range. So definitely was happy to pick that up. Didn't like the $10 cover price, but definitely went skimmed through the book, and I kind of like what I saw so far. So can't wait to read this, and yeah. And hopefully when I see him at Baltimore Comic Con this year, because I'm pretty sure he'll be there, I'm going to get him to sign it and hopefully get it graded at the same time. So that'd be great. Now, alright, so I had to get the Batman Last Night on Earth, book 1, and I had to get the Jock cover. Now, the regular cover is pretty awesome, too. I will say that the regular cover, Kalupo, whatever his name is, the one that did Spawn Run for a while, he did the regular cover, but this Jock cover, I just love this Jock cover. It's pretty amazing to me. So, had to get the Jock cover. Now, I kind of regret not getting the other cover, but I'm pretty sure I eventually will find that cover. So definitely happy about that. Alright, you guys. Now, I'm not going to show you what's on the other side because I'm going to say that for last, okay? I was happy to get Thanos #15. They still had a Thanos #15 over there for cover price, and this one's near mint condition. I was kind of surprised to see that there because this book actually does go for some money, so I was surprised that nobody scooped it up already. And then, of course, I had to get this issue #17. This is the 3rd printing. Had to get this. I just love this. This is actually what happens in the book. They just took it from the inside of the book, but I love it. I mean, he really killed Cosmic Ghost Rider with that hit right there. He just devastated him. So I'm loving that. So can't go wrong with this cover right here. So yeah, I'm loving that. Now, I couldn't believe it, but when I saw it, I had to do a double take like, oh, what? And so they actually had a copy there for cover price. And it was Thanos number 13, you guys. It was crazy. Now, I have to tell you, when this book first came out, I grabbed 2 copies, and that book has gotten hot. In fact, it was so hot that maybe less than a month ago, I had decided to list one of mine on my Amazon store that I had since I don't have it no more, but when I had my Amazon store, I listed it on there for $120. Near mint, it was perfect, 9.8. Nothing wrong with it. It wasn't graded. It was just a raw copy. I put it on there for $120, and I was just like, if somebody buys it, they buy it. If they don't, they don't. I wasn't tripping because either way, I'm happy. I would have been cool with just keeping it, having 2 copies. And it just so happens that it was sold. Someone bought it, and I mailed it off. And yeah, they should. I definitely know they're happy because I didn't get no bad rating, and they didn't let me know that it wasn't right or anything because I packaged it very well. And not only that, I threw in some extra books for free, so I know they had to been real happy with that copy I sent them. But I literally decide to sell one and keep one. And I didn't think I would ever get another copy for cover price. I mean, that's crazy. Now, I will say this, though. The thing that blemishes, now this is 9.8, okay, you guys? Now, it's perfect everywhere except on the corner. The corner has a bend. You see it? Hold on, let me see. It's right there. It has a bend right there, and it breaks color. So, yeah. So someone folded it right there on the corner. So, yeah, that's what messes it up. But still, I was just like, man, I'm not leaving it there regardless. I mean, this book is just a key book. I mean, people love Cosmic Ghost Rider, and this is a key book. And for cover price, I am not leaving it there, especially when there's only that little thing right there. I mean, I ain't tripping off of that. Just to have, now I got 2 copies again, so very happy about that, you guys. So, all right, you guys. So, the Grail book that I bought. Okay, so the Grail book I bought. I have to say, right now this book is hot. The movie is coming out, so definitely a hot book right now. So I have to say, when I saw this on their wall, I was just like, oh man, I remember when I used to have that. And so, but then I just kept looking because it was kind of high up. And then I was looking, I was like, and not only that, they had another key book right next to it that I used to have also that I want again. And I was looking at both of them, but then I kept looking at this one right here, and I kept looking. I was like, man, it looks pretty good. Just looking at it from over here, it looks like it's in high grade. So I asked the guy to bring it down, and he brought both of them down for me because I told him I wanted to look at the other one. Now, when I looked at the other one, I was like, oh, this one's definitely a low grade. And I can understand why they was charging what they was charging because it was a lower grade. It definitely was not a high grade. So I was like, I'll just wait until I find a higher grade. So I told him I didn't want that one. But then when I kept looking at this one, I swear I was just like, man, I was like, this one right here is, whew. It reminds me of the copy that I had before. So, I'm very, very happy with this copy. Now, the price they had, I understood why that price was there because when you look at this book, you could tell it's a high grade, and if they know anything about how much the high grade CGC ones are going for, they wouldn't they list this accordingly. Some people would say it's a little high, but it's not. Trust me. I mean, I constantly look at every platform to see how much these books are going for, and trust me, this was a good price. But I definitely was like, I'm not paying that price. So, so basically, it's New Gods #1, you guys. Okay, New Gods #1. I wish you guys could really see how amazing this book looks right now. It's in such immaculate condition. But first appearance of the New Gods. First appearance of Orion, All Father, It's a couple of characters, so it's definitely multiple first appearance in this book. But as you can see, the price right there says $249.99. So I wasn't willing to pay $249 because the great thing about them is they always negotiate. So off the break, I was like, "Look, if you could give it to me for $2, I'll get it right now." So he said, "I gotta see if I can sell it to you for that." So he went over there, talked to who he needed to talk to, and he came back and said, "We good to go." So I was like, "Okay." So I paid $200. It was basically it was $199. Dang it. $199, and then with tax it came up to $211.99. And they threw in the top holder for free. So got the top holder for free, which is great. Now I wasn't expecting to go in Third Eye Comics today and spend almost $300. Well, yeah, almost $300 for all those other books and this book all together. Was not expecting that at all, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. When it comes to books like these, when they're in high grade like this, it doesn't have. You don't see them too often in high grade. I mean, this came out in 1971. It came out even before I was born. Like, I'm about to be 47, and this came out a year before I was born. So this is an old book. So for it to get in this kind of condition, it's very hard. So whenever I do see one in that type of condition, it's hard for me to resist not spending the money. And sometimes the better part of me says, do not spend that money. But then the other part of me is like, but you know how much this book goes for in high grade. Like, now, let me tell you, right now, if you go to Comic Link, they're doing their auction right now, and they have a CGC 9.8 of this book right now, and there's still 7 hours left on that auction. Right now, that 9.8 is at $1,500. Now, I'm going to tell you, this book right here, after looking at it thoroughly, I honestly believe this is either a 9.8 or a 9.6, no doubt about it. Like, it just looks so great. Like, no spine ticks, no bends, no nothing. It just, the back of it is white and immaculate. It's just, oh my God. I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, I can't explain to y'all. And the colors are bright. It pops. I mean, just look at it. It's so yeah. It's even if it. Let me tell you, 9.6s right now are going between 475 and 650, I think, if I remember correctly. It's varying in between there. And so far we haven't even got a glimpse of the movie yet. Like, so trust and believe, when that first trailer come out, this book is gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it like a solid $200 investment for either a 9.8 or a 9.6. Even if it comes back a 9.4, which I doubt. But even if it comes back a 9.4, best believe by the time the first trailer come out, 9.4s, every grade is good, just go straight up. So especially if the trailer looks good. That's the main thing. If the trailer looks good. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this: a book like this, regardless of the movie, the reason why you want to get books like this is because it has multiple first appearances. It's a old book. I mean, a 15th center, which is early bronze, is an early bronze age, and I mean, you're just not gonna find high grades of this book just anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And the values of this type of book is just gonna keep going up regardless. Like, it's too many main characters in this book that is gonna make the value just keep going up as time goes on. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you right now, even if the movie wasn't good, regardless, this book, regardless, is going to keep going up in value. It's just one of those type of books that, I mean, it's just hard to find in high grade. So I mean, I've seen so many copies of this book throughout my life, and most of the time they're in mid grade or less. All the time, it's hard to see these in high grades. I don't see them that often. I was blessed to buy one off of eBay in my last collection. I had bought one. Trying to remember, I think I paid 125 back then for it, and that was a high grade. I was lucky to get that one for that price at a high grade like that. And like I said, it's an this that type of book right here is just an investment. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of the movie, those this type of book is the type of book you definitely want to invest in as an investment. You know what I'm saying? And definitely a book that you would want to get graded. Now, I definitely would suggest that a book like this get pressed before you get it graded. Like, now, I don't think this one needs a pressing at all, but let me tell you, I'm gonna still get it pressed, regardless. Like, when I send it in, it's getting pressed. So, yeah, I'm telling you guys, I'm just so happy right now. I can't believe I got that. You know what I'm saying? And that such high grade like that. Like, I really am feeling a 9.8 right here. It's crazy. And I mean, thank God Third Eye even sold it. Like, I'm surprised they didn't take it and send it to CGC themselves, because they would have made way more off of it if they would have did that themselves. So definitely happy. Third Eye Comics is the best. You guys check out their website. They are awesome. If you're ever in the Maryland, DC, Virginia area, go to Annapolis, Maryland, to Third Eye Comics. Check them out. They are awesome, and they're not telling me to say this. They're not. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. They're just such a great comic book store that I just love them, and I gotta give them love. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely show me love every time I come in there. Uh, they're a great business model. I would say this: if you own a comic book store and you're from somewhere else, another state, I mean, if you ever come to this area, just come to this area and go to Third Eye Comics just to check out what your competition is doing. Even though it's not your competition in your state, but just check them out and see what they're doing, and so you can see how amazing they're running their company. They have an amazing store, and I've been so many comic book stores throughout the U.S. I've been almost everywhere in the U.S. And I've always gone to comic book stores throughout the U.S. And I have to say, Third Eye Comics has been top notch. Like, it's amazing. I'm lucky to have such a top notch comic book store in my area. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been to other places where they have some great stores. Like, I'm not knocking other places. I'm just saying, if I was to rate, comic book stores, I would definitely say Third Eye is probably number one, like, as far as every comic book store I've been to. But there's other ones they're close to, they're 2 and 3 out there that's from other states that I've been to that's pretty close to Third Eye Comics. Like, they can almost take that number one spot, but Third Eye just has it, man. I'm telling you, you guys definitely should check it out. You won't regret it if you come and just check out Third Eye Comics and see what they're doing, and you could probably take some of what they're doing back to your comic book store back in your state and implement it. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely doing things right, and I'm very happy with them every time I go in there. I've never been gone in there and been unsatisfied. So thank you, everyone. As you can see, I'm just so happy to finally get this book again. I regret selling my other one in my other collection. I just regret selling that collection, period. Like I said, if I would have kept the other collection and got that collection graded, oh man, I could have bought me probably a big old house, like a $900,000 house, like, for real. So yeah, it was crazy what I had in that collection, and not only that, the grades. I mean, I had none but high grades of almost every key you can think of. It was crazy. So I just regret selling them. But the great thing about it is you can always get them again. You know what I'm saying? They didn't stop making just one. There's definitely more copies out there. It's just you gotta be patient and wait, and hopefully it falls in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Or you at the right place at the right time. So definitely keep going out there finding them gems, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for just listening to me rant a little bit. Not even rant, just talk. Definitely hope you guys got all the stuff you was looking for. I was gonna get the Immortal Hulk new issue. I skipped through it, found out who the new Abomination is, and decided I'll just wait. I mean, I got the cameo appearance. This will be the first full appearance, but now that I know who it is, I'm just like, I think I'll wait. And it's the first full appearance of the Red Harpy, which I was like, when I saw her in the book, I was just like, I could wait. So I'm just gonna wait on that one. I'm pretty sure eventually I'll find that for $1, or I'll find it somewhere else. And when I spend this much money and I'm able to then get it. But yeah, I'm definitely happy to get some of these books that I missed out on. First appearances. As you can see, I'm only going after keys now. Like, I'm really, really trying to get key books, or books that are low, or like low print, or just keys. I need keys. I'm not trying to do runs right now. I got so many books and so many runs already that it's crazy. So in fact, I had to start dwindling this down a little bit, because it's just too much that I have at the house right now. It's crazy. I'm gonna run out of room soon. But thank you, everyone. I hope you guys had a good Wednesday hunting, and I hope you're finding the gems. Now, if you haven't had a good day, go read you a comic. It'll make your day a whole lot better. And if you read one and you're still not in a good mood, read another one, and then another one, and then another one, until you done escaped and you're enjoying yourself reading comics. You know what I'm saying? So also, one more thing before I leave. Special shout out to one of my fellow YouTubers. Go check out his channel. He's always putting up videos. Great guy. He picks up some great stuff, and he picks up more than just comics, but mostly comics. But definitely check out Collector Dude. Like Collector Dude. DUD, Collector Dude. So go check him out. Definitely great channel. Man, he has some great stuff. So go check him out, and definitely subscribe to him. And if you like my stuff, you're gonna like his stuff. And he shows all types of stuff, because he loves all types of stuff besides comics. Toys, you got all types of stuff. You'll see, and he draws. So yeah, check him out definitely. And until next time, hit the Galactus head right here. Check out these 2 old videos right here for some goodness, you guys. Check it out. And until next time, hit the bell. Make sure you get notification of every time I put out a video, and make sure you give this a big thumbs up. I tell everyone, if I get to 200 likes in any of my videos, I'll do a live video. So far, I haven't got to 200 likes on none of my videos, so I guess you guys don't want me to do live. So I'm going to just say it a couple more times in my videos, and I'm going to stop saying, and I guess it's just never going to happen. So, but if you want to see me live, talk live, and kick the combo with you guys, get one of my videos up to 200 likes. You can go back to one of my old videos. It doesn't matter. But get it up to 200 likes, and I will do a live video. So thank you, everyone, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.